Two in front, Calleur Bazaar setting after it. Respondent down on the insides had every chance. They're starting to bunch up quickly. There goes Dark Musket around the outside, coming up towards the home bend. Push to pass in the middle is next of all. They're followed by Northridge getting held up for a run, and now into the open comes My Magic Miss with her run. Fathoms of Gold headed by Dark Musket. My Magic Miss, Respondent got held up. Rosewood Hill closing down the margin, however. From the back, Rosewood Hill stormed up for Pike and hit the lead. They went to the 100. She draws away from the Rosewood Hill. Rosewood Hill boots away from My Magic Miss and Dark Musket, and she's going to canter home. Handled the rise in class on a rear. Rosewood Hill by 2 lengths. My Magic Miss down on the rails. Dark Musket third from Northridge. A gap pre-selection, and then came Respondent down on the inside. Didn't get a lot of room on the rail from Calleur Bazaar. Fathoms of Gold weakening dramatically. Then Elite Flight and Push to Pass amongst the last home. Rosewood Hill, she stepped up in grade today and she did it with aplomb. Rosewood Hill, the Rothsay mare. Ben Pearce, William Pike. And she's run the $3.30 favourite there. She'd been steady all of the way through betting. She's parked out the back. The pace was on. It suited those off the rear running on. And she certainly emulated her performance from last start when she came from a long way off them and got home to score as well. She was too good for My Magic Miss, Dark Musket, Northridge, and they did gap the others. There were a long margin back to the beaten division. 10, 3, 5 and 2. Rosewood Hill for Danelle Pearce by Rothsay from Salisbury Street. Trained by Ben Pearce, handled by William Pike, has won very easily in the third, beating My Magic Miss, the Master Craftsman Miss Charmer mare for N and TJ Telfilly, prepared by Ross Price, handled by Joe Azapati, and Dark Musket number 5 by Musket from Oriental Lass for Graham and Donna Ballantyne. Daniel Stake, the rider for the Graham Ballantyne stable. 310, 160 Rosewood Hill, 190 My Magic Miss, 310 for Dark Musket. Fourth in 2 Northridge, margins 2.5 lengths, 3/4, 2:11.5 won the time. A really good run here, responsible for that pace. Fathoms of Gold, but it didn't do it too many favours there. It weakened rather dramatically. 37.04, an indication of just how strong that early and middle pace was. 37.04 recorded by the winner there in taking out the third of the day, Rosewood Hill, and that's now her 7th win from 19 starts. She's really developing quite a record. The Kiran Magumi Handicap, race 4, next at 153, 1,200 metres, and the scratching 8 Stored Energy along with 11 Secret Doubt. 8 and 11 are the 2 omissions, 9 starters, race number 4. As we take it down to the winners' enclosure with Adam McGrath, and that was an absolute canter for this mare over the final stages.
Yeah, Rosewood Hill now making it 4 from the past 5. And Ben, when you go from a 56 plus to a 60 plus to a 66 plus into a 78 and you still continue to win, you know you've got a pretty classy mare.
Yeah, not even the best selected there. Is that right, Adam?
I don't know. I wouldn't know, mate. Not sure about that one. But I tell you what, she proved a few people wrong that may have questioned her. Just so relaxed. And as we mentioned to you in the preview, that turn of foot, she's devastating in these type of races.
Yeah, it was a very patient ride from Willie. Sat back there and got the nice track up into it. But yeah, as I said to you before the race, she just seems to thrive off racing. She each time she goes around, she improves.
You mentioned the ride to me just off air as well as you did there, and a lot of jockeys may have probably struggled and got a little bit nervous and started pushing her out, but as you said, that patience just allowed her to really ease into it, click through those gears, and I don't think William even touched her down the straight.
Yeah, I mean, that's why he's the best. He rides them like that. He gives them plenty of chance, plenty of patience, and yeah, she was just super hitting the line.
As you mentioned in the preview, the more she races, the more she works, the better she goes, so you just keep going this prep while she's in this form?
Yeah, definitely with the West Speed as well. She's a 4-year-old, so these races she's winning. She's collecting West Speed, so I think we'll keep her going as long as she's fit and well. We'll keep her going up to the end of the season. With
the way that she has been able to step through the grades, have you started looking at any bigger races and starting to consider those? Because she's beaten some genuine types here.
Yeah, sort of early on, I just thought she was just a sort of honest horse that you'd sort of pick up a few with. But yeah, the more she's gone on, she's improved. I think we probably do need to start thinking about a few plans for her.
Are you a chance of a double with Mad Brad in the next?
I hope so.
Best of luck, mate. Congratulations.
Thanks.
There's Ben Pearce, a winning trainer. We'll grab William Pike now as well. And Pikey, Ben just said that's the reason why you're the best jockey in town. You sat there, you were patient, you let her ease into it, and it was just a bit of a ride from there.
It was actually. I was pretty surprised how easy she was able to pay to him. I thought up in class, I thought I'd have my work cut out for me, so I did ride a conservative early, hoping for a big finish, and I suppose that's what I got.
We'll just mention to Ben there as well, when you've got a mare like that can put a turn of foot in these staying races, you're always going to be competitive.
Absolutely, it's a huge asset to be able to have a turn of foot like that in a staying trip. Yeah, you can't ask for much more.
Well done, mate. Congratulations.
Cheers. Thank you.
There's William Pike, winning jockey aboard of Rosewood Hill. She continues to step through the grades and she continues to win here at Belmont Park.